In the heart of the Bridgewater Triangle, where legends and mysteries collide, lies the chilling tale of what is believed to be an actual encounter with the elusive Pukwudgie. This artist's rendition captures the essence of the Pukwudgie, a creature said to haunt the darkest corners of southeastern Massachusetts. But what exactly is a Pukwudgie, and do they truly roam the cluster of swamps and natural springs of the Bridgewater Triangle? Let's talk about it. Hey everyone, Nick Bello here from Beyond the Hub podcast. If you're like me, you probably never even heard of a Pukwudgie before. I surely haven't. Someone had made a comment asking us to talk about him, because I guess they don't really get any love. I stumbled across a compelling case from a man who lives within a few hundred yards of the eerie Hockomock Swamp. Bill Russo had no idea after all those years living there that there were monsters in it. That is, until he met one. This hairy, pot-bellied creature crept out of the midnight darkness and into a circle of light cast by a street lamp. He would never call it a Bigfoot or even Middlefoot. No, this was Littlefoot. But that didn't stop it from being the scariest thing he had ever seen. Bill's encounter with the Pukwudgie unfolds against the backdrop of the quiet town of Raynham, a seemingly tranquil setting that tries to conceal the supernatural secrets lurking within the nearby woodlands. But what led Bill and his loyal companion Samantha to the edge of the Hockomock Swamp on that fateful night? Was it mere curiosity, or was there something more sinister at play? For 6 years, Bill was on the 3 to midnight shift at a nearby ironworks. After work, it was his nightly custom to take his dog Sam for a walk. Sammy was an 80-pound Rottweiler Shepherd mix. Now, they usually would stay on the sidewalk during their nightly stroll, but that night, Sam wanted to head for the woods. At a place called the High Tees, they picked their way through the darkness until they came to a cross street. Now, the High Tees was an area of land locally famous for its dark history and mystery. Nice. That rhymed. It became the setting for Bill's unexpected encounter with the unknown creature. What secrets lie within the ancient swampy lands of the High Tees? And do you think it was just a coincidence that Bill and Samantha went into its shadowy depths on that particular night? Bill was only about 500 feet from his house when Sam started pulling on her leash, whimpering and shaking. She refused to go any further. At that moment, eerie cries echoed through the darkness. Kerr, 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 Wan Chu. The same words uttered over and over. Bill responded with, "Are you okay? Do you need help? Do you know where your house is?" But he couldn't make out the words. He thought it might be a toddler who was just learning to speak. A moment later, he noticed something moving in the shadows, walking slowly into the center of the light cast by the street lamp. The creature appeared. Kerr, kerr, kerr. Its pitch was intensifying, like the siren of a fire truck. And that's when it stopped and lifted a hairy hand or paw. Palm inward, its scooped hand began moving. It was beckoning him to come forward. What could possibly be the motive behind the creature's cryptic summoning? And what do you think it hoped to achieve by drawing Bill closer? Upon closer look, Bill realized it was no kid. The creature stood about 3 or 4 feet tall, was covered in fur, and had kind of a chipmunk face. He described it as having a fairly expansive pot belly that gave it a look of old age. Bill was now 20 feet away from it, but not quite at the edge of the circle of light on the pavement. He took another step closer to Sam's discomfort and continued on as the creature's wail grew even louder. That's when he was certain whatever was standing before him was not human. when he saw how frightened Sam was, he became just as scared as she. They both backed away from the creature and made a huge circle around and headed for home as fast as possible. What kind of animal they encountered in the darkness could instill such fear in both Bill and his 80-pound Rottweiler Shepherd mix? Whatever had scared Sam made him even more scared. Bill regretted not being brave enough to walk up to it. The little guy never actually threatened him. He stated, "If it had just tried to answer me, I think I would have gotten closer, but it just kept uttering those same words. Cur, cur." Bill said the words aloud over and over again. Then it finally hit him. Was it trying to communicate in some form of English? Here's what he thought it was saying. Cur, cur, meaning come here, and wan chu. Could that have meant we want you? Cur, cur, wan chu. Come here, we want you. Ugh, that's so creepy. Bill later states that knowing what he knows now, he is fairly certain that if he had gone any closer to the creature, you wouldn't have ever known about this story. He may be right. According to legends, pukwudgies, which are a mythical creature from Native American folklore, are unable to directly harm humans, but instead use their cunning and deception abilities to lead people to their demise. Bill was inherently always a skeptic, never believing in anything supernatural, but as he unravels his mysterious encounter with the alleged Pukwudgie, he grapples with the chilling implications of his experience. So what other secrets lurk within the shadowy depths of the Bridgewater Triangle? And are there other encounters with the elusive Pukwudgie waiting to be unearthed? That, my friends, is the subject of another video. But to recap, what do you think? Are Pukwudgies just America's leprechaun? Are either of them real? Or are they just the stuff of legends? Let me know in the comments below. I really hope you enjoyed this video into the mysterious world of Pukwudgies. And if you did, and you made it this far, please like and subscribe to the channel. I've got a ton of new videos coming up really soon. We are nearing 1,000 subscribers. YouTubers really don't go out of their way to thank their audience. So I want to thank you all so much for being here. I also want to thank everyone who has come over from my STEPDAD'S channel, Movies, Music, Monsters. If you haven't heard of them and are a fan of classic movies, reliving happy memories, and discovering new stories, you'll feel right at home there. And for those of you who are new here, check out our latest videos where we attempt to unravel other mysteries. Don't miss our live sessions every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We'll be sharing our top creepy pics right from our Facebook group. Join the conversation and share your own spooky stories with us. We want to hear them. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, and I'll do the best I can to answer them for you. And remember that the truth is out there, but it's up to all of us to find it. This is Nick Bello, signing off. Stay ghosty.